What's going on, guys? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and I think things are back.
Mountain Man. Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a part-time reseller based out of Montana. That means I've got a day job. I work at a radio station. When I get done there, that's when I turn to eBay, and we go to garage sales and estate sales, thrift stores, places like that. We pick up things and then sell them for profit online, and things have been relatively slow for the last little bit. I mean, they generally are in the first quarter a little bit slow, but slower than normal. Now, people should recognize our idea of normal is a little bit skewed because as resellers, the last couple of years, many of us saw fantastic sales because of the pandemic and lockdowns and stuff like that. Numbers jacked up, right? They're coming back down. Okay, so we have to sort of regather ourselves. There's a new baseline, and so we have to accept and be ready for that. But then things are also usually a little bit slow. And eBay, like we've talked about, it's a roller coaster. It's up and down. So there's lots of variables, but things have just been really slow for a lot of people. Now, I don't know that they're going to stay there for me, but for now,
I'm back, baby!
We had a pretty strong weekend, really good day yesterday, about $500 of sales yesterday. I've been listing a ton. I made a really big bulk buy. At the end of last week, I've listed probably 70 things or something since Saturday. I've listed quite a lot. So that's certainly helping. Some of those things are selling. Some higher dollar item things are selling. So it's all kind of turned into a pretty good few days for us. This is generally, it's about Friday evening through Saturday, through Sunday, and through Monday. We didn't do a what sold after the weekend. So it is a little bit longer of a time frame, but we'll see if we can get through these here as quickly as possible, and then keep it right here at the end. We actually have another opportunity to donate to a really cool cause. We're going to talk about that here coming up. But the first thing that sold right here, this is a plush. A Jellycat is the brand. Keep an eye out for Jellycat. Their stuff does very well. I took an offer on this dragon. I think I'd have got closer to 25 for them, but somebody sent me an offer, and then with that message, they said, hey, thank you very much for considering my offer. And I thought, you know what? They're polite. We're going to take it. So $22 plus shipping for Drake the Dragon. Then one of the things that I picked up this weekend right here, Faxanadu. This for the old school Nintendo, complete in the box, and it sold for $54 plus shipping. That one sold in about a day of me listing it, and hopefully, while it might turn into a very boring what sold video, you're going to start seeing a lot of video games in my what solds coming up because I've been listing a lot of them. I bought a lot of them. So hopefully with any luck, I'm going to be seeing a lot of those. We do have quite a few here in this batch. We did sell another Ben 10 figure. This is the Wild Mutt. This went for $14.73 plus shipping. And then Angel came in and bought a trio of items. Angel, thank you so much. First thing, the Mary Poppins souvenir program, then the vintage clapper, and also some OEM headphones for the iPhone. So Angel, thank you so much. That all came out to $37.73 plus shipping. Refunded you the difference on that shipping because we did combine those orders. And I know you had asked previously about some DS games. Make sure you check the box. There are some DS games that they happen to fall in the box. And once they were in there, I thought, you know what? It's already taped up and the label's on there. Let's just ship it out. We sold another game. This not from the weekend buy. This actually from the storage unit video that you may have seen. My Sims for the DS sold for $9.98 plus shipping. And then we mentioned it when I did a little, hey, these are the things I listed today. People probably thought I was nuts, but I listed some gum. Guess what? That gum sold. The Wrigley's gum sold for $17.41. Free shipping.
Yeah, let's all enjoy a chew, huh? Oh, boy. Yeah. Now, see, this is what the holidays are all about. Three buddies sitting around chewing gum, huh?
Gum sells, guys. You can sell almost anything on eBay. Then we sold this one. This from actually the same guy that I bought the games from this weekend, but from a different purchase. Prince of Persia for the NES, $43.54 plus international shipping. This one going up to Hong Kong. I love those international sales. Then we sold some Mark's football players, $4.99 plus shipping. This in a sort of a junk lot that I got off of Whatnot. So we're in the profit on that. We sold some wrapping paper. This a retail arbitrage grab right here. 5 nights at Freddy's. These showed up, my assumption is because of supply chain, these showed up late because I never saw them ahead of Christmas. We were actually in there buying Christmas wrap. Never saw these things. And then after Christmas, they were in the clearance. So I think they just showed up late. And they were selling these 5 nights at Freddy's. Now, the tag on them was $2.98, I think. But they were selling them for 24 cents a piece. I looked online. There were not hardly any of these available online. So we bought them all, and now we're in the profit because I actually sold another one later. So this 5 nights at Freddy's wrap sold for $19.76 plus shipping. Then the Chicago Bears Teeny Mates running back sold. Took an offer of $2.75 plus shipping on this guy. Remember, we paid $2.99 for an entire bag, so one more. And we're in the profit on those little guys. I still have a few more that I got to get around to listing. Then we sold this Wiimote with the Motion Plus adapter on it. It sold for $19.76 plus shipping. The Proto Man figure sold for $14.73 plus shipping. Then we sold a comic. This is Fantastic Four, number 275, I think it is. This is with She-Hulk, and this is the one where She-Hulk is photographed topless. You don't see it in the comic. She's laying there on her stomach on the roof of the building, and the paparazzi are in a helicopter, and they come up and they photograph her, and those photos get out. There's a chase scene with her in a helicopter as she gets the paparazzi, but the photos get out, and then it's like the fallout from it. It's actually it's a good storyline. It's a collectible comic, and it sold for $25 plus shipping. I bought that off of Whatnot for $6. So we made a few bucks there. Sold an Xbox pen for $4.74 plus shipping. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Remember, we got this out of the storage unit as well. Some of you might have thought I was nuts.
Am I? Or am I so sane that you just blew your mind?
It's impossible.
Is it? Or is it so possible that your head is spinning like a top?
It can't be.
Can it? Or is your entire world just crashing down all around you?
All right, that's enough.
Yeah!
Saying, I can sell this wrinkly old manual for a video game for $50. Guess what? I did. Well, just under $49.91 plus shipping for a manual. Keep an eye out for Conker's Bad Fur Day. That thing is a huge bolo game. Then we sold Combat Roach Bait. I actually sold a pair of them. I had 2. Customer bought both. $32.78. They're going up to Canada. Batman, Arkham City, Dr. Hugo Strange, another Whatnot pickup. There's a seller on there that I bought 2 of these from for $25. The first sold for $75.50. I sent out an offer on this one of $72, and they took it up. So not a huge payday when you're paying up for something, $25. Plus, I guess I paid shipping on those of $3.50. So, I'm in them just under $30, but I sold them for $72 and $75. Definitely profit there. They're from the San Diego Comic-Con, so they're relatively rare. There's not a ton of these out there. So if somebody wants them, they've got to go online. Whatnot, if you do it right, is a good place to source some good inventory. You got to do it right. You got to be smart about it. But you can't get good inventory off of there to flip on eBay or some other platform. We also sold another video game, this one from the weekend buy. This is Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions for the Xbox 360. It sold for $49.91 plus shipping. We sold for the Game Boy, again from the bulk buy. This was complete in box, and this one sold for $44.49 plus international shipping. This one headed off to Germany. The guy was super excited to be able to find this one in the box. Not a super popular game, right? The title isn't great, but it was complete. It had all the inserts. The box looked like it was brand new on the shelf. It was a beautiful piece for a collector that wants like a complete set of Game Boy things. Then we sold the 5 Nights at Freddy's wrap. We sold another one, $19.76 plus shipping. The Sony Walkman that you saw on the last video, the Estate sale video sold $19.42 plus shipping. The Hot Dots talking pen, I picked up these in a Goodwill bag, and it was, I think, $2.99 for the bag. There were these and some other things in there, and they all sold to the same buyer, and so $26.97 plus shipping for these talking pens. I don't know, they have a really good sell-through rate, and I undercut the guy that has a ton of them, and so mine sold first. I undercut by about $1, and somebody bought all three. Care Bears plush. This thing sold for $14.73 plus shipping. Another weekend game pickup, NBA Hang Time for the Nintendo 64, sold for $14.73 plus shipping. We also, when we picked up a bunch of games from that guy, we got a bunch of figures from that guy. Some of them are going to be showing up and whatnot. The packaging is a little bit rough, and so I hesitate to sell that on eBay because I don't want people to complain about condition. Whatnot, we can show the condition. You know, we can flip it, turn it. Everybody can see exactly what they're getting. So I think that's the direction I'm going to take on a lot of these figures. We've got a lot of X-Men and Wolverine and stuff like that. And I've even got some wrestling. I've got some Star Trek. I haven't even been through all of it yet. I've got totes of it. So I think actually we're going to do a Whatnot auction on some of those figures coming up. Let's do it tomorrow. I'll schedule one for tomorrow afternoon, for Wednesday afternoon. So I think we'll do some X-Men and stuff like that tomorrow. A lot of Wolverine in there if you're a Wolverine fan. So we might do some damaged carded figures tomorrow afternoon. Look us up on Whatnot. The information for that is down in the description. But this figure sold already. It won't be on Whatnot because it's headed to a buyer on eBay. Retro Black Widow sold for $33.49 plus shipping. Sold a Starbucks mug, this one from Idaho, and this one also going international, $14.73 plus shipping to Canada. Sold Resident Evil 4 for the PS2 from the weekend pickup. That's $9.98 plus shipping. And then something else that we picked up this weekend, the Hot Wheels Dune Rat. This one sold for $19.76 plus shipping. So, like I said, at least for now, things are picking up. And that's part of why I made a really big bulk purchase this weekend of action figures and video games. Mostly video games, but the action figures were like the cherry on top. Because even when things are slow, there is no season for video games. Video games always sell on eBay. So I thought, you know what? I laid down a big chunk of change for these, but it's a good time to be buying and selling video games. I'm trying to bump up activity in the store. They're easy to list, they're fast to list, and they sell. So far, it seems to have helped. It seems to be working. So that's what I've sold in the last 3.5, 4 days, whatever it is. So that's what I've got for you today in terms of what sold. I did mention that we were going to give you an opportunity to donate to a charity. And, well, my man Paul, look, here's the channel here. He is actually born in Ukraine and spent some time there as a child, has family and friends there. And so obviously a very tough time for him. He's going to be putting out a video today. At the time that this video is premiering, it's not out yet, but I will, when it's out, put the link to it down in the description so you can go check that out. He is doing a fundraiser for a friend that's back in Ukraine that right now is working to transport refugees, essentially, and to house refugees. They have another charity there that they normally do, but things obviously are different right now. So they've pivoted and they're helping out people, and we want to help him, help them, if that made sense. So he's doing that fundraiser. We're going to link that down below, but we're also going to be doing something. Now we do have for that guy right now going on for another charity, and I don't want to like pile on. This is not the telethon YouTube channel, and we're not trying to do that, but it's just when we have the opportunity to help, I want to take that. So we do have that going right now, and that's going to continue, and that's still going to go to Love Justice International. But that's going to finish up on Friday morning. Paul is ending his little charity drive on Tuesday. And so that gives us a few days. What we're going to do is, as soon as that ends, we'll do a 3-day auction. And I'll put up, I have the old school Mountain Man shirt. We'll grab a shirt. We'll grab a couple stickers. We'll grab a Mountain Man mug. We'll just make a Mountain Man package. And maybe we'll throw something else in there as well. We'll auction that off and then everything that we get there is going to go to Paul, and he can get it to his friend there over in Ukraine, and they can help the people over there. So more information about that coming, but I just wanted to let you know that that was coming up. So guys, I'm going to cut this thing off before I ramble into something else. We'll see you next time.